That clock
Happy
keeps
Abortion
ticking
Day,
like a
everybody!
metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
Abortion!
Oh, just let me
Like the show.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit.
This show's gonna be an abortion. Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is. It's broadcast on Twitter. Why do I even do this anymore? I don't even know. Maury, members, let's go. Abortion. AC's here.
Am I?
Are you?
Or is it just the ghost of the child you killed?
Yeah, these all. This is the ghost. It's because you have to watch this because you murdered so many children. Yeah. Democrats really upset. There'll be less dead black children. I think that's the most outrageous thing I'll say for the day. That's why abortion was invented, right?
Yes.
Well, I thought that's what Margaret Sanger said. It's just less black people.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you think I'm being racist, I'm not. That's what she said. You know? Unbelievable. I wonder if this will get monetized. That was on a good streak.
Well, you only have started the fucking show with
abortion!
Doesn't really matter if I say like mean words now, does it?
I think anything goes today.
Yeah.
I think anything goes today. See, I've been wanting to do this for some time, even before AC came here. But since AC came, I've kind of juiced. Today we're going to be newsmen, me and AC, on the news, and we're going to take news clips and we'll just kind of show you these people aren't as fucking smart as you think they are, just because they have their kind of image ironed out.
And I'll be sure to say that is some wild and wacky stuff.
That's some wacky stuff. All these guys, they're creeps. Most of them are fucking creeps. Hey, everybody. Happy Abortion Day. Happy Abortion Day. Don't worry. All you people in New York, California, you'll be able to kill your babies just like you were before. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So, I don't know. This is the plan, man. We're gonna choose from Real-talk Ray-lej3nd. You can send your news clip in here for us to review, I guess, if you want. Send it to Matt. Matt is not thrilled about this.
No.
You know why? Because Matt is a pussy.
I hate daytime television, man. I hate it.
It's not daytime. What do you think we're doing? Fucking The Young and the Restless? It's fucking news, you dipshit.
I hate the news.
Thank you, SCOTUS, coat hanger manufacturers.
I prepared.
Oh, we didn't do best of. Oh, I forgot.
I got you. I got it.
Oh, we got it? We didn't do a total of the day?
Okay.
I'll pick one.
You'll pick one. All right, Matt gets to pick. I should pick them. I think I'm the funniest here.
Okay.
All right, I got my news here. So I have a statement. I have a statement here prepared.
Sure.
Official statement on the Roe versus Wade repealment, and it says here. That's why I'm glad we got N-words, because this world would be fucked if it was ran by you stupid bitches. At least give the kids a chance. And if you're going unprotected, keep your pussy in your pants. Yeah. Because you whores will get the guillotine if I was the judge for one of you bitches killing off the unseen. That's an official statement from Scarface of Ghetto Boy. He's
oh man! I thought my
mind. I reached out to him for comment.
Jeez, my mind must be playing tricks on me. I thought that was you. I thought you wrote that. I was really touched by that statement. Damn, it feels good to be an influencer. So we got this on screen. Okay, donation of the day. It's not every day we have a donation. Grass, come back to us, John. You know you want to touch us. Look at my face. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like a raised eyebrow.
What the fuck?
Like, oh, really?
All right. Thank you so much, Grass. Great
Let's
job.
look at some of these schlub-faced schmoes.
Look at these guys. I want to do Scarborough first because this is the guy. I want to do everybody that whines about January 6th. That's my favorite. Like the pearl clutching on January 6th, and already let's just fucking.
Scarborough's is that's the guy that reports was like
killed his secretary or something. I don't know.
No, like her name's like Spininsky.
Yeah, he married her. Yeah, he married
the
her.
Polish chick. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like her dad was like some politician.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, I know. It's so incestuous.
Well,
The whole
look,
thing.
Scarborough says overturning Roe versus Wade would be an illegitimate.
Well, let's let him say it
by
himself. Hold on. Let him say it. Oh, I got fucking commercials. I know how to get rid of these. I'm fucking smarter than you, I think. I don't know. Am I?
I just wanted to say illegitimate decision by an illegitimate court. Well, we already know how they feel about illegitimate children.
They never should be born. Loading ad. What the fuck? It should be blocked. Oh, no. I'm doing it wrong. It has to be blocked. Who's that guy? Get the fuck out. The fuck out of here. Here we go. Let's listen to Joe Scarborough.
Matter. So what are the implications for the court, for the law, and for American democracy?
I'm absolutely sure already. Mine's playing tricks on me. Do. I'm absolutely sure that this clip will have nothing to do with the law, and it will all be an emotional argument. Is anybody taking money against me? Just wondering. Here we go.
Let's bring in historian John Meacham and also former acting U.S. Solicitor General Neil Katyal. John, let me begin with you.
It's not on screen, Tommy.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you put the donation on screen either, by the way.
I did?
The donation of the day. I don't think I saw it.
You don't think you saw it? Well, fuck you then. There it is. Come back to us, John. There I am. I'm like, what the fuck?
There you go.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much, Grass.
Matter. So what are the implications for the court, for the law, and for American democracy? Let's bring in historian John Meacham and also...
Well, it looks like it's working fine. The court overturned itself for the umpteenth millionth time. You know?
So former acting U.S. Solicitor General...
It's kind of cruel. They call the show The Morning Joe, but this shit will put you to sleep.
Yeah, he's what a personality. Totally not a beltway hack. You know?
Katyal. John, let me begin with you. And as Kissinger said, I think...
How much you want to bet there's nobody on this panel that will challenge each other or anybody? And why does his fucking wife look like she's selling Girl Scout cookies? What the fuck's up with that? By the way, I think we can make fun of these people's appearance because they're not YouTubers.
Okay, I hate their fat, ugly faces. I think that they should find anything besides a camera.
Look at him just trying to look all terribly serious. It's such a
isn't there a saying like reporters should be heard, not seen, or something like that?
During Vietnam, perception is reality. Obviously, the perception for 70% of Americans waking up this morning is
Donald Trump, 3 scoops, 3 judges. You're welcome, America.
Also, Pals Point, $10 the morning joke.
Thank the morning joke. Here we go.
most likely that this is an illegitimate decision by an illegitimate court.
Based on what? The entire court is
Based
illegitimate
on my
now?
illegitimate children that I want to
Like, I mean, isn't that kind of like saying Joe Biden's illegitimate president? Because, you know, these are the people that were pro-clutching over January 6th. Saying it was a takeover. It's illegitimate? What's illegitimate about it? Somebody call me up and explain that to me.
Well, you see, it's not legitimate until it goes through the court of public opinion.
It's okay to undermine our institutions when you get a decision you don't like, I guess. You know, oh, and these people were like, oh, look what they did to the Capitol and America and what this court's illegitimate. You know, I mean, like, fuck it.
This court's illegitimate. Fuck the U.S. of A. More like America. Am I right, guys?
Exactly.
Well, the crisis of trust in institutions has just become universal.
That's true.
Wait, what? It's just become universal?
It's just become so it's okay for liberals to do it now.
That's literally what he just said.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay.
It's our game now too.
Game on, motherfucker.
So we can be critical of them. Now we can be critical. Interesting. Okay.
in a way that is pretty much the nightmare scenario if you believe in the ultimate efficacy of the constitutional order to produce a more perfect union.
Excuse me? It sounds like gobbledygook.
Yeah, it sounds like gobbledygook. I don't think that anything unconstitutional happened.
Yeah,
the court
really
overturned itself. You know. I mean, you could if they knew anything about the Constitution, they should be talking about making making abortion legal federally or maybe through an amendment. But they don't know how anything works either. You think you don't know how fucking shit works? These guys are supposed to know. Like, yeah, you could make abortion 100% legal, but you need a majority.
Right, to protect the Jeffersonian assertion of equality. To
Jefferson loved killing fucking babies, right?
The Jeffersonian assertion of equality.
Yeah, but weren't like who? I'm trying to think which one of our forefathers were pro-abortion.
All of them secretly.
Yeah,
didn't know.
Especially with
their black.
I get with their black slave children. Yeah, maybe.
No. They would have been. They would have been pro-abortion if they knew what it was, and they would have been pro-gun control if they knew what like an AR was. Right.
Yeah. Right.
And they would be pro. They would be anti-free speech if they knew what Twitter was.
Jesus Christ! They would have been communists. They would have been good Marxists.
But they would still be pro-slavery.
Yeah. We're all pro-slavery. I believe in abortion if I happen to knock up my black slave.
Oops.
Well, you got to remember too, this guy, his whole title is presidential historian, so he can only understand any event under like the lens of, well, it's about the Jeffersonian principle.
Yeah, it's just gobbledygook. It's like what you said it was. He's just throwing words out there to sound important.
It's all about the Washingtonian spirit, the fighting spirit. And it's all about the Clintonian sexcapades.
The Clintonian, right.
Protect the rule of law for all its imperfections. The system
the Bidenian dementia.
By the law actually doing what it does.
Been worth defending for 250 years. Right now.
Then why are we undermining the fucking the judicial branch? It's worth defending. Doesn't sound like it sounds like fuck it, let's kill those people and take over. That's what it sounds like to me.
If this draft decision, if the court were to go this far, you will have, as you were just saying, an extraordinary number of Americans believing that
this is looking
fact,
bad, man. 50 people showed up to protest this.
Is not capable of reflecting the
my body, my choice. Yeah. Try to fucking turn down a COVID vaccine, you cunt.
Try to turn down a cock, you.
And turn down the cock while you're at it.
Popular will, even through the constitutional prism. And I think that, one of the great questions of the era, the great question of the era, is: are you and I, are we in this decade? Are we up to democracy?
What does that mean?
I knew it was going to be some bullshit. I knew it was going to be some bullshit.
Bullshit.
The way he is stalling.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to fucking say.
He's like, are we up to the task of democracy?
Well, I gotta only tell you, all you right-wing wackos out there, this is just a draft. It's not. The decision hasn't been made.
Wait, it hasn't?
What?
No, it hasn't.
You dummy! You're worse than everybody. You're the people I make fun of, Matt.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to this
shit. Read the news. God. It's not.
I don't pay attention to this shit.
Jesus Christ.
Look, you want to know about fucking Repzion and Repzilla? I'm your guy. I got nothing. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. I need to know how to say, I need to be able to tell them apart. That's
okay. Just wait until one of those IP2 streamers streams their abortion. Then you'll fucking care now. Then you'll be all over it.
I'll have my I's dotted, my T's crossed.
Then you'll start to have an opinion on it.
Yeah, but if it's on the news, I got nothing for you. So.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Are we commensurate to the task?
Wait, hold on. That's Bart. Why is Bart Simpson on that poster there? What?
We don't defend Roe v. Wade. Oh, these are the Christian ones. They're never.
Ay caramba. Wait, that's. But wait.
Oh, that's an interesting one. If it's not your baby, it's not your choice. I think that's reference to what fucking Biden said last week. They're your kids when they're in the classroom. You know, and then we just had a Supreme Court justice. Like, why am I supposed to get so upset about fucking women? You know,
honestly, you
can't even define
them. I'm anti-abortion just for Bart.
Just for Bart?
Yeah, Bart won me over. Like that was the thing. Yeah. It's like, you know, because like
no.
Hold up the signs
you
right?
won't defend Roe v.
Wade.
I think these guys are the pro, like anti-abortion types.
That's what I said. I'm anti-abortion because of Bart.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah,
it's not your baby.
Bart
it's not your
convinced
choice.
me.
That's interesting. Somebody had the balls to say that.
Caramba.
I know. You know what I noticed with this issue too? Like if a guy has an opinion of it, there's always some like left-wing chick that's like shut you down and yell at you and tell you can't have an opinion because you're male. Whenever I see these protests on both sides, it's always women.
But Marge, I don't want to abort Maggie. She's so cute, and she's already outside of your womb now.
Stop it.
I'm worried that we're entering the darkest period of that test. Because if you have any reservations about the system's capacity to deliver justice,
you know, may ban, you know, interracial marriage, you know, if we don't stand up to this test.
Excuse me?
They could ban it because of this. They could overturn interracial marriage equality.
Okay, elaborate on
that. Well, they could keep you from owning hamsters. They could say no more comic books on Sunday. they could really this could get out of control.
Wait a second.
No more video games.
You just said that they could ban Marvel.
Yeah.
Soy alert. Okay, I'm totally pro-abortion because Marvel. I love Marvel movies.
They could ban like memes in the internet and censor you. Oh wait a minute. You know, they could do all these fucking fucked up things.
They could ban Dogecoin? No way!
All right, what do you want to do? This one's funny.
Reddit King Elon is under fire. No, what's up next?
This one's good. I watched this one a day or two.
Somebody else sticking their face way too close to the camera.
Yeah, I like.
Okay.
I do like this one. This is the editor from New York Times, and she's going to tell you why it's so dangerous for Elon Musk. Is for Elon Musk on Twitter. No, she's not. She's just going to say it's dangerous for Elon Musk on Twitter. That's all.
What the hell is a graphics editor?
Fox does best as their.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. NYT graphics editor.
Well, what
on
the
watching
fuck
Tucker
is a
Carlson.
graphics editor?
Oh, wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. This isn't on Elon Musk. This is a NYT graphics editor on watching Tucker Carlson. The content is way more dangerous than anybody realized. I thought it was.
Who the
Elon
hell
Musk.
are you? Like, what are you?
Yeah,
what?
She's a graphics editor for New York Times.
Anybody important?
This is good.
No, okay. No, you know what it is? Is they called somebody up from the New York Times to comment on it, and the New York Times
that's all
was
they
like,
could get.
"Fuck it, we don't care. Anybody want to take this one? Okay, Katie, yeah, Karen."
That's exactly what happened.
Hey, Karen.
Well, watch. If you think I'm kidding and just making fun of her because she's a woman, watch her explanation. It's too funny.
Before we lose you, Karen, I want to ask you what it was like for you to watch all these hours of Tucker Carlson's show.
It was based.
It was revealing in a way that I can't.
It was like revealing Tucker Carlson's views on the world.
It revealed me about crime. It revealed a lot about crime statistics that I'm forced to address now, and suicide statistics for certain people. It's very.
It was very revealing. She never reveals though.
Can't even describe. I mean, I had no idea. I had not watched the show before this project, and once I did, I realized that what we wanted to do would be to create an immersive experience so that the people
I know what you're gonna say next.
Look at that wide-eyed, just nothing is on her brain right now.
Well, she just watched
her brain. You know what? There's a line on her.
If you watch,
that's where
it says here on the bottom,
took the brain out.
It says here at the bottom they watched over 1,000 episodes. I did the math on that. That's about a month and a half of Tucker Carlson straight.
And she literally has nothing. She doesn't say
she does not give it a single example. This is great.
who read the New York Times, who most likely don't watch the show on a regular basis, could feel
what a shock. People in the New York Times only read the New York Times.
It's like, because I think it's easy to dismiss
people like me that don't have a fucking explanation for saying it's dangerous.
Dismiss what he's saying as, you know, just another cable TV news host, but he's
not that.
way more powerful, and the content is way more dangerous than,
I see.
Wow.
Well, here comes the example.
What
Okay.
anybody realizes unless you're watching the show on a
Here
daily
it comes.
basis.
Yeah, and I mean, what the
She's going to ask her for example. I'm sorry. She's going to ask her for example. She's going to give her example what makes it dangerous.
graphic elements of the piece capture, and I do try to watch as much of it as I can. Sometimes it makes my blood boil, but as I said, I only turn to it on big news events. What the reporting does is it's beyond dispute and debate what happens there every single night, and what is
It's beyond it. They still haven't given an example. It's beyond dispute and debate. I don't think you can debate. Like, if Tucker Carlson said something in his show, call me crazy. I don't think it's like up for debate if he said it and somebody says, well, he didn't say that. Well, no, you just got to watch the TV show.
It's not up for dispute.
It's not up for dispute. I don't think it's up for debate.
Whatever he said being dangerous that we don't know and we can't tell you. It's not up for dispute that it's dangerous.
Jesus Christ.
Dangerous how? Like, they haven't even demonstrated. They don't. I don't want to say, you haven't demonstrated that, but like, they haven't given a single demonstration of like how, like, what danger it.
No, it's not. It's just not designed to panic people. Just like the last one we watched. It's just designed to panic people deliberately. What's this? I don't even know what this is because I clicked on something.
If you can you just explain?
I'm here in Kiev, and they just aborted the Ukraine. The Russians aborted the Ukrainian people. I'm told, thereby making the liberals in America actually sympathize with Russia now in a stunning turn of events.
What's this?
Extremely postnatal abortions going on.
Why is there a draft? I mean, how does this work in the Supreme Court?
Well,
why is there a draft? Are you fucking shitting me?
Wait, do you know what drafting a paper is? Do you know what, like, did you ever like go to school? Did you ever have to write a rough draft?
You dummy! Look at me! Look how serious and confused he looks. Why is there a draft? Like, he's never written anything in his life.
A draft.
Jesus Christ! I totally cheated my way out of high school. Why is there a draft? They write these intricate decisions on the Supreme Court. You think they might, well, Bob, spell check is a thing. They want the grammar to look good. There's one reason.
Why would you draft your opinion before immediately deciding on it? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you what is deliberation? What is discussion? Communication?
We're watching like William Shatner. Why would you draft this? Why would you do this? Why wouldn't you just come out and say it? Leaping Lizard. Listening to these reporters makes me wonder, is abortion the 56th trimester still legal? It's still asking for a friend. Well, if they could make it happen, they would.
This is how it works, is that the Supreme Court hears arguments usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or some combination thereof. And then on Friday, they have their conference, which is the super secret meeting of the 9 justices.
He's not going to answer Anderson Cooper's questions. Drafts, it's like a breeze that runs through your house, right? Yeah. Why is there
Anderson Cooper is just like a more sober Andy Dick at this point. Like,
he really is.
He's really just not. Okay, this is what happens when your family is the Vanderbilts and they fucking give you a job in media because they're fucking rich.
Is he part of the Vanderbilts, really?
Yeah, he's really
I didn't know
the
that.
Vanderbilt family. Yeah,
that's too funny.
In the Chief Justice's conference room, no one is allowed in that room. Only the justices are around the table, and they take what's called a draft. They take a vote, but it's not a permanent vote. It's a tentative vote on the election.
Why would they do that?
I feel so bad for this guy because he's literally explaining to.
Yeah, I know, Jeffrey. Like, you imagine, like, what a surreal world is. The public masturbator is explaining something you probably could have figured out on your own. You know, like the only details that need to be filled in was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and on Friday to take a vote. Sorry, that's interesting information, I suppose. But I would have just thought that they would hear arguments, and then they would get together, talk about it, and take a tentative vote, and then write something tentatively called a draft. I mean, come on, of course. That's too far. Like I'm not the smartest guy in the fucking room here, folks. You know, I kind of
Anderson Cooper's like, so tell me more about this Wikipedia. It's a free encyclopedia, right? English language. And you're saying that there are articles on these things that I can look up for myself before I waste your time.
That worked at a brewery once. He was in charge of the hops.
Oh,
I don't know where that. See, I know where that one came from.
It.
I want to get the dono of the day.
Yeah. Somebody's that
funny.
dono dopamine.
Dono dopamine. I gotta write it down, but I can think of it. Maybe should I make a draft? You know.
The case is based on the result in that case of the tentative vote on that Friday. The Chief Justice or the senior associate justice in the majority then assigns the opinion to one member of the majority.
Look at fucking Anderson
The Chief
Cooper.
Justice could assign it to himself. If this is the split in the court, the senior associate justice would have been Clarence Thomas. He's now the senior associate justice if Chief Justice Roberts is in dissent. So Chief Justice Thomas would here have assigned the opinion to Justice Alito to write the opinion for the majority. He then would have prepared a draft, and that's what it appears this is that was leaked to Politico. That is then circulated among the 9 justices.
I mean, although it's not impossible, more than likely the left justices leaked it. I mean, I think we could all say, like, it isn't funny if they leaked it and then everybody's going around saying, like, oh, the legitimacy of the court is in question. You know? I mean, it's almost like, wait a minute, your guys leaked it. You know? Like, I suppose it's possible that, like, what's-his-face did it.
Look, we love procedure. We love maintaining our democracy, unless it helps our fucking ratings. Yeah. Then anything is on the table.
Well, right? You know, it's funny. I saw Rachel Maddow yesterday, and she didn't look terribly upset. I thought she was going to pro clutch, but you know, I know what she was thinking. This could help the Democrats, in because they look like they're going to get crushed.
Finally, we're going to unify the Democrats who are paying like $6 a gallon for gas. And, like,
well, that's what I think. You know, like how much, like if you're. Let's say you're kind of like, yeah, I'm pro-abortion, but I'm not like passionate about it, you know? And I can't put gas in my tank. Is that going to make that much of a fucking difference if you live in like if you live in like, thank you, John Swan. If you live in like an area that is going to have abortion legal anyway, but could go to the Republicans. Like, is it really going to make a fucking lick of difference? I don't know. Or maybe they hope to get riots going, but the riots kind of backfire on the Democrats after a while. You know, it kind of worked for them 2020, and then people got fucking sick of it. You know?
And the justices in the majority get to...
I don't know if this is the perfect time for this to happen for the Republicans. I'm talking, you know, like optically, or if it's the worst. Because on the surface, it looks like the worst, but it might be the perfect because, you know, people are just like, you know, fuck this shit. It's not a priority of mine. I don't know.
Comment on it and say, well, I would change this, I would change that. And then the 4 dissenters decide, are they going to write a single dissenting opinion?
Wait, so it's a draft opinion, and then they can make changes? They can make edits to the drafts like they would any sort of paper?
Is this often done with what you refer to as a draft? Don't worry, Tommy. No one's going to remember SCOTUS thing in a few months. I don't know about that. Oncoming economic collapse. Well, that, yeah. I get it.
I wonder if Clarence Thomas is going to, like, die in his sleep, you know, like Antonin Scalia.
Yeah. Come on.
That'd be crazy.
Come on.
That'd be crazy. No, I mean, you know,
come on.
Gee.
That didn't work for them either. You can't even say that didn't work for him. Like a Kavanaugh. He's only like a little older than me. You know?
Separate dissenting opinions. But this
Kavanaugh, look, I trust Kavanaugh.
I like beer.
He likes beer.
I like beer.
Yeah.
I like beer. U.S.
like
military.
beer.
We can teach these journalists about a draft if they want. Yeah, it'd be great.
Process. It often takes months, especially with high-profile cases.
Yeah, the draft that leaked was in February. It was written in February, so.
This case was argued in the fall, this Hobbs case from Mississippi, and it's not surprising.
Wait, hold on. What's that poster he has in the back?
It's the people versus
O.J. Simpson?
Yeah, I think he was a
Wait
part
a
of that.
second. Okay, I don't know. If
Next topic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about this guy. He seems to really like that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seems to be a big OJ fan.
I like OJ. I think he was a part of the movie or something. He's probably one of those fucking movies.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I had there, guys.
It's just a funny poster to have when you're like talking about
OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson. All right, what do we want to go to, Yax? Axelrod makes sense, so that's not that funny. This is a long, drawn-out explanation on like how
drafts.
the story was broke right here.
Elon Musk at Met Gala. I want to make Twitter as inclusive as possible.
Yeah.
For racists. and if he said that would be that'd be based.
It'd be pretty awesome.
Based. You know what's funny?
What's funny?
Related to this, I saw not Elon Musk. What the fuck is that guy's name? Hassan.
Yeah.
Hassan was like bitching about Elon Musk going to like the Met Gala. Meanwhile, he's like literally gonna like meet. He's gonna like invite fucking Grimes over to his house to hang out. These people. He's like, and somebody was telling him that like you're closer to these billionaires than you are to us. And he's like, dude, I'm not going to the Met Gala. All right, okay, I'm not like related to these billionaires. Anyways,
you know what I saw that narcissist do the other day? You know what I saw him do?
Anyways, Elon's ex-wife is coming to visit me, and we're gonna have a cool time in my mansion.
You know what I saw that narcissist doing? The other day, he took a picture of himself like laying flat, naked, and saying how bored he was. I'm like, oh my god! And he's talking about no self-awareness.
He looks like he just got done taking it up the ass.
Yeah, it did. It did. It hurts. You know?
It hurts.
We match. We are matching right now.
What is the Met Gala anyway? I don't know.
It's like a
gay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's a gay.
This is Dior Couture, and this is Chopard.
You look absolutely gorgeous, Elon.
What the fuck is she wearing on her head on the right? Oh, it's like a
great, actually.
carnation.
Just bought Twitter, bitch.
It's exciting to see all these amazing looks, and you know, it's just a.
You look ridiculous in that tie, Elon. I'm sorry.
And the hair is not helping him either.
Yeah, no, it really isn't.
He's got like this weird undercut thing going on, but it's also
it's
like
all fake hair up there, I guess, or they planted hair. I forget what they do. I don't know.
Plugs.
Plugs. I don't know, but hair plugs aren't what hair plugs were like 20 years ago. They're really good now. I think they grow or some shit, right? I just play video games.
I don't know. I have long, luscious hair, beautiful locks.
Do you really? Oh, you have long hair?
Well, I cut it off recently. Actually,
you hip it?
But I've had it down to my fucking collarbone.
I have had it down to my back when I was a kid.
My hair doesn't grow straight. It's like wavy. So.
Mine too. Look at me.
Like John Swan?
Like John Swan.
No, John Swan.
My hair is curly too. I didn't put the fucking thing in it this time, and now I feel fucking like a child. I hate curly hair because I look like a child. All right, enough about us.
Hassan, well, speaking of Hassan, I'm going to send you something real quick that Really Uncrypt put out.
Let me say. Oh my god, I'm so bored in my multi-million-dollar mansion. Who would have the even if you felt? I'm sure you'd get bored eventually, but you're going to tell the whole planet that. Socially busy is all inclusive.
Bussy.
Bussy. What's bussy? Oh, I get it.
You know what bussy is.
This is the gayest picture ever.
It really is.
It's got black.com on.
And he's sitting there saying, he's such a that's narcissism, is it not? I mean, am I crazy? Call me crazy.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's watch these assholes.
Are his nails painted too? Hold on.
I don't know.
The most talented people.
Wait a minute. Really? Yes!
Is that an edit? Is that like the original? Is it
style and fashion?
I don't know.
And it's sort of the pinnacle of their work over the year, and I just admire their incredible talent.
Do you really, Elon? To be fair, you put in production right now without getting a haircut, it'd be worse. If you put production in
product
in right now without getting a haircut, it'd be worse.
I don't know. Go fuck yourself. Fucking you metrosexual versed. I got a pair of Yeezys and a BMW and whatever the fuck you're driving.
And a successful life.
The beauty that's
yeah,
here
fuck
is
you,
just...
It's not that he's successful life. It's just like he likes... No, he's different than me, all right? Like, if I had, like, $50 million, I'd probably just buy a cheap car that was going on gas still, you know? He would buy a Ferrari. That's the difference between me and him.
The thing is he doesn't have taste.
I have no taste. I am working class to the bone, I suppose.
Yeah, but you still realize it's like tasteless to be like, I'm gonna go out and get like, oh, I don't know, what's the fucking car that I hear in like every single fucking movie or TV show or whatever? A Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
The only reason to get a good car, I've never been a car person. In fairness, I'm not like one of those car guys. Is to get laid.
I'm gonna get easy.
Since I cannot legally, under the laws of my wife, seek out new puss. I have no interest in those extravagant things anymore. I don't care. It's like, well,
shit. I'm just like, I'm fine if you're like rich.
Yeah, I'll get the fuck. You know what it is? I'll get the nice car. I'll save up. I'll fucking bang some 25-year-old broad. I'll get caught. And I'll be living in it.
Just own something interesting. Don't fucking like.
I have a bunch of arcades behind me, sir, and I've customed a lot of them.
Yeah, but you're not rich. You're fucking poor.
No, I do okay.
And this is why you're poor.
Yes, probably right.
Because you're a gamer. That's just what gamers are. We struggle.
I'm honored to be here. It's lovely.
I wanted to be here.
To have you here.
Probably
and
some
also,
bitch
I'm
here.
everyone is asking you and wants to talk about this.
Is that downtown Julie Brown? No.
Big Twitter purchase. What can you tell
this is a way back.
Big bad Leroy Brown?
It's downtown Julie Brown from MTV. God, I'm the oldest guy here, clearly. Are you telling me you don't get a lot of SFTP groupies? I think I could work it, but I mean, I think. But no, I don't.
Tell us.
And whenever I go out,
what Elon's doing? He's struggling not to look at that fucking eyesore on her head.
About what you're gonna bring to Twitter now.
Oh.
Well, my goal, assuming everything gets done, would be to make Twitter as inclusive as possible, and to have as broad a swath of the country and the rest of the world on Twitter, and that they find it interesting and entertaining and funny, and that it makes their life better.
N-word.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
That's amazing, Elon. That's spectacular. Unbelievable.
What he meant to say is N-word, N-word, F-word, N-word,
What's the N-words?
N-word.
The N-word.
I sent you a news clip on him.
It'd be funny if you put that in his fucking profile. The N-word is back. Senator Amy Klobuchar, if you want to protect your fund, what do you want to do next?
I sent you a news clip on Elon.
On Elon?
React to that.
Oh, this guy. I think I saw this earlier. This is too funny. Old Elon.
I mean, it's easy in American discourse to talk simplistically about the far left and the far right as two equally dangerous fringe blocks. Elon Musk has done it plenty of times just in the past week. But here's the difference. America's far left wants to give us free healthcare and free childcare. America's far right wants to give us white supremacy.
Free healthcare. No, they're not the ones that burn down the federal buildings or anything. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're talking about the left and the far right, and you're exactly.
Yeah, I love how liberals will like think that liberalism is the far left.
Yeah.
Like everything they prescribe is, oh, we're the far left. No, you absolutely.
We're for peace and love and everybody getting along and free speech. And wait a minute,
dude.
No,
you're the first one that's gonna be told to face the wall. You stupid fuck.
Yeah. I remember the part where Antifa beats the shit out of someone while lecturing them on free healthcare.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
It's really like,
and no democracy.
Oh,
and
that's right. The far right doesn't want to vote.
Asymmetrical polarization.
And who's far right? Ted Cruz, Tucker Carlson, everybody I don't like that's famous.
It's all about democracy. It's a far left is so much better.
Laughable if it weren't so horrifying.
Oh.
We are living through an unspeakably dangerous moment.
By the way, he's talking about Elon Musk, if you didn't know.
Pro-QAnon, pro-neo-Nazi faction of the Republican Party is poised to expand dramatically come the midterms. We're just 2 years...
I think you're pro-terrorist. How about that? Is that unfair? Is that unfair? Because you're a fucking Arab? Yes, it is. Now we're equals.
...away from Donald Trump, very possibly re-seizing executive power. If that happens, we may look back on this.
I think this guy cheers fucking bombings and suicide bombings. That's and he's a moderate.
I think this guy gets
like this is literally how unfair he's being.
A pivotal moment when a petulant and not so bright billionaire casually bought
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He actually got an electric car to work. He's doing more in space than fucking anybody, NASA or any fucking government agency. But what a fucking idiot!
the world's
Not
most
so bright billionaire. Why isn't he bright? Because he doesn't believe in ideology.
No, because he fucked Grimes, and that is really. Yeah, that is a dumb.
Here, Aziz. Get a fucking get a pop cap. Hey, Republicans. They're all a bunch of Nazis. Fucking jerk off. You know what? This calls for the fucking the hairball. This is a hairball moment. All right, let's see if I can get this fucker on here. There we go. Now we're good. I have a gremlin in my face.
Nice.
All right. Dipshit. Why can't somebody put a cover on his fucking mic?
Why do American outlets think that we want to hear more British people?
I know, they're most sophisticated. I remember the first time fucking Piers Morgan came, he got run out of town in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm English and I want to take away all your guns. This is going to be a ratings boon. Yeah, that worked. It's going to be a boon. What do you want to watch?
Oh, wait. President Biden cracks up at Trevor Noah's inflation joke. Everything is really looking up.
You want to watch that one?
I want to see how fucking cringe that this garbage is. This is probably has to be the gayest thing to write an article about.
Yeah.
These
guys. I wouldn't say in fairness. This thing doesn't. They just like they're like written sound bites. You know.
Come on, man. Ever since you've come into office.
By the way, this guy is so fucking unfunny, and I was never a big fan of Daily Show, but at least I could say like Jon Stewart was funny at times. You know, he definitely could make me laugh. This guy's never to this day made me laugh.
Are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything. No, it really has been.
It's like a boomer joke, right? It's a boomer joke, right? That's not even that funny.
Yeah, it is. And Biden's like
a tough first year.
Wait, who's president?
Yeah, look at him. Who's your president now?
Biden's laughing because he really genuinely doesn't know that he's the president right now. So he's like, oh man.
Yeah, man, that Ronald Reagan, he looks ridiculous.
Oh man, Barry's gonna get upset at this one. Hey Barry.
Man, this happened under the Nixon administration.
Oh, they're tearing Nixon apart, man.
Yeah, tearing Nixon, aren't they? Aren't they, Bo?
They're tearing him. They're hairy asshole.
Yeah, my son's a Force ghost. All right, let's go.
You shut up, man.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. All right.
Shut up.
What else you want to do? Amy Klobuchar, she talks funny. Want to do her? No,
I want to be aborted.
Want to be aborted? Sure. Probably after the show.
Yeah. Like Alice Cooper. Yeah.
I like doing this. I don't think anybody else likes what I'm doing now, but I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Klobuchar. What do you want? What do you want to do? You want to see the other one?
Clobberer? The old clobbering Klobuchar?
I'm just going to take. I'm taking control here.
Oh no, she's going to give us.
She looks like a big fucking Karen, right?
Based on what could be a historic leak of an even more historic draft opinion, signaling
Didn't
that
she run for like president?
Yeah,
everybody hated her.
She was the one that got caught saying, "I can see what the Republicans mean by godless." I mean, people have been so shitty to me. That was her. That was her. I think that was her.
Okay, wait. So she owned them.
No, she said it on a hot mic, and then she had to defend herself, and they all called her a cat lady, which she does kind of look like a cat lady. I'll be honest with you.
The Supreme Court may be set to overturn Roe v. Wade. The opinion was first obtained by Politico, and it's attributed to Justice Samuel Alito, who writes, quote, Roe and Casey must be overruled.
What's Casey? I don't even know what that is. Casey, is that? I've only ever heard Roe. I never heard about Casey.
Oh, okay. That's
Casey Anthony?
Casey Anthony. Yeah, she aborted her kid.
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Yeah, that was a.
No.
Most
Was it what Planned Parenthood versus Casey? Yeah, Supreme Court case regarding abortion.
Okay.
That's a 92 thing.
It happened in 92.
Yeah, it was where they upheld the quote unquote right to have an abortion that was established in Roe versus Wade.
Why would you?
So it was like it's their other thing where it's like they're like, okay, so we just did research today and we learned that Roe versus Wade was not the only abortion case we can cite to say we're right.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Constitution makes no reference to abortion, and no such right is implicitly protected by any constitutional provision. He goes on to write, Roe was...
Yeah, and not once have I showed, like, no, Justice Alito, this is where it's approved. Nobody's doing that. They're just saying, they're just trying to undermine the court and saying it's illegitimate.
Now, to be fair, Samuel Alito looks like the kind of guy that would, like, be the owner of my local car wash. Not really a Supreme Court associate justice or anything.
The Alito crime.
Anyone that commands respect,
Let's make Italian jokes.
Let's make Italian.
Hey,
is he
Sam
Italian?
Alito. Let me know be fucking murdering babies when I'm around here. Captain, he's a capo for the Alito crime family.
Was egregiously wrong from the start, close quote. Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar joins us now from Capitol Hill. She serves on the Senate.
How you doing?
Senator,
can I get you some coffee?
Good morning, Tony. Much later than I expected to be, and I'm sure that's true for a lot of other Americans,
yes,
myself included. We heard from Judge Alito in this apparent draft opinion. Why do you think
he's a stupid
wrong?
guinea?
Words, why do you think there is, in fact, a constitutional right to abortion access?
That's a good question. Let's hear it.
Well, Tony, this was a shocker, and we know it's a leaked
She's not going to answer it.
opinion. As you know, we don't know what the final opinion will be. But what basically the court would be doing would be overturning 50 years of precedent, something that has been on the books that women have relied on.
Yes.
That
Nope.
75 to 80%
well, she's a politician, which I
public
expect,
support,
right?
and says should not be overturned. So
What do
clearly,
you mean should be not? Every fucking decision should be not overturned. Like if you make a decision, the idea is that it's well crafted and perfect. Like every single decision, I would imagine by every court, they didn't want it overturned. Jesus Christ.
She said 75-80% of people of the public supports it, and I can only I can believe like
right.
200. I can totally believe over like 200.
And if we lived in a straight democracy and not a republic, that might actually mean something. that actually might carry some weight. It might even be a good point.
They are inserting their own political judgment for what has
they're
been the
inserting
law
their
of the
political
land.
penises
they're inserting their political judgment. She can't point to one fucking amendment or any part of the Constitution where it gives anybody the right to do that.
No, they are inserting their political penises into our judicial pussies and forcing us to carry this legal child to term.
Yes.
Don't you understand?
Yes.
By the way, if you look at what
this
he
is political
says,
rape.
abortion, the word's not in the Constitution.
What? It's the only place it matters. Let me hear this again.
That has been the law of the land. And by the way...
Actually, it wasn't a law. It was a fucking decision.
The law of the land.
All right, go ahead.
If you look
like
at
the
what
Native
he
Americans
says,
were like...
If you look at what he says... Hang on. I'm never going to get to this. Hang on. If you look at what he says...
Abortion, the word's not in the Constitution.
That's not what he meant.
Birth control's not in the Constitution. And that also uses a similar argument in past cases for a right to...
No. He's the right to it. It's not that the word's in there. Oh, the word's not in there. Like, I don't think she's this stupid. It's the right to it in the Constitution. It's not whether the word is there.
The word "come" is not in the Constitution anywhere.
You have a right not to come.
So we can't. So we cannot make any laws regarding semen whatsoever or like sexual activity.
It's not in there. Yeah.
They didn't mention "come." Like, dude,
God,
it's over.
They didn't say that ice cream couldn't be made illegal.
There are no slurs in the Constitution, so they are not federally protected under the First Amendment.
Just a fucking one red herring fallacy after another at this woman's house.
Privacy. The term marriage, gay marriage, is not in the Constitution. The court has interpreted the Constitution
Wait a second.
to protect
She's giving me
these
some
rights
good
for
ideas.
Americans. So that is... is why this is such a big deal. And we already, Tony, have over
gay marriage is, but they've decided that the court doesn't. It's not the government's place to decide whether males and females can get married. That's the decision that they came to. You know,
they didn't mention black people in the Constitution, so they just don't exist.
Actually, they did.
Legally, they don't exist.
Yeah, legally, they actually did.
Dozen states that have automatic triggers that are going to ban abortion if in fact this opinion is issued, and many, many more that have laws on the books that will most likely ban it.
Yep.
Yeah, the implications are huge, Senator. It would be the state or the government requiring a woman to take a pregnancy to term. That is just a very big deal in this country. I want to ask about another line in the draft opinion that says the decision on
I want to fill my gas tank.
Abortion access should be put in the hands of the people's representatives.
I want to be able to buy food for less than fucking $200.
You and your fellow members of Congress, what are you planning to do if this draft becomes reality?
Okay, so
nothing.
Let me first comment on that. I think most women, this is why you see 80% of the people supporting not overturning this. Most women say, I would rather have this be a decision between me, my family, and my doctor. My doctor. I want this to be a decision between me and my doctor.
She's a master at not answering questions.
Okay.
What are you going to do about it? Like, are you going to propose a law, legislation to make abortion legal? No. I think like it's like she's talking to somebody else. Like it's like somebody asked her the question, what do you plan to do about personally if someone has become pregnant in your family? Well, I think it should be between our doctor and
well, let me tell you about the first
Nobody
time
asked you that. Nobody asked you that. You know, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on the fucking callers. Because, like, everybody else, all the adults do it, too.
Yeah, I mean, literally the callers are just a reflection of every other politician or public speaker that they've fucking seen.
Yeah, I know. It is, probably is.
And when we have dog shit like public speakers.
And they come in here like, well, smarter people than Tommy C fucking talk this way, you know? They make no sense. They don't get to the point. They don't answer the question. They just speak for the sake of hearing their own voice.
But that is exactly what the court will be doing by handing it back to elected officials all over the country. So what can we do in Washington? We can actually put Roe v. Wade into law.
Yes. Okay, finally. All right, she got there, in fairness.
Roe v. Wade. We have many, many votes, of course, on the Democratic side for that. We do have a few, and let me emphasize few, pro-choice Republicans, probably 2 in the Senate, but
a couple.
Again, unless you do
this slowing
something
down? Does she just like talk like
I
this?
don't know.
She talks like she sounds like she's like going at like half speed.
Few. Well, unlike most of them, I don't think she's like a vicious witch. She seems like a nice
Here's
person.
the problem: she thinks voting is going to help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they passed a law. That's what she's talking about. Legislate it. If you can legislate abortion federally, I suppose. You know. I don't know that the court could strike that fucking down. Like, how does the state, how does the judicial branch have the right to shut down a fucking?
I gotta go down, scroll down to Noam Chomsky.
Figure it out. Where?
He's right there. Noam Chomsky, right there.
Oh, I know which. Yes, I know what this says. I watched this one.
Well,
then we'll take like 1 or 2 calls. Like we'll do a.
Let's watch it.
No, after this, we're almost done.
I think, yeah. I think it's funny though because everybody is like shitting their pants, and Glenn Greenwald's like replies like, "He's not one of us. He's not one of us."
Well,
there is fortunately one statesman in the United States and Europe who has laid out a person of high.
He's not ready to die.
Who has made a very sensible statement about how you can
even look at the camera,
namely by facilitating
making a list, checking it twice
instead of undermining them.
All right, let's get to the point.
Move towards negotiations and diplomacy instead of escalating the war. Try to see if you can bring about an accommodation, which would be roughly along these lines. His name is Donald J. Trump.
Say his name.
Yeah, he's actually not wrong. He's the only guy that doesn't want to fucking keep that war going like the Vietnam War.
Everybody melts down because like he's actually consistent with sort of like the leftist anti-war stance and diplomacy first like stance.
Yes, and oh boy, my buddy Kraut would eat you alive. He is hated here in Europe under European intellectuals, absolutely despised, because he threw in with was it Slobodan Milosevic, and basically lied, saying that the atrocities were like one-sided against his people, and it wasn't true. It was across the board. It was the Muslims, the Christians, Protestants, the whole nine. And but I guess was it the Catholic? It was the Catholics, Protestants, Muslims. I think that was it. And just outright lied. And most people in the States believe that. I forget what Kraut was telling me. Like what we know about that Balkan War is just complete bullshit, mostly because of Noam Chomsky, and he's hated here because like the atrocities were. He like undercut to the atrocities for the side he was rooting for because Milosevic was kind of a fucking far lefty. That he is absolutely despised by European intellectuals.
Well, I'm pro Serbia. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually, you know what? That war was so long ago, I forgot whose side I was on. Yeah.
Well, it's all shitty. I mean, because it's all precipitated by the Ustashi and shit during.
I tell you something. I'll tell you something about that war. I talked to a guy. He was a helicopter pilot, a Jewish guy from Brooklyn when I was in Iraq.
Okay.
And he said he was there, and he told me that he did see what do you call it when they dig the ditches and they throw all the bodies in?
Mass graves.
Yeah, he did see mass graves, and absolutely everybody in that mass grave was of military age and not a woman. And he said he saw it more than once. So take what you will from that. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, he might have saw those ones, but you know, I don't think that guy. I was literally eating fucking spaghetti with that guy in Iraq. He had no reason to lie to me because he started talking about fucking Kosovo, whatever the fuck it was. And I said, well, what was that about? He's like, it wasn't what they were telling you in the media. It wasn't as crazy as everybody thought. But then I watched this thing that Kraut did, and it was completely fucking insane. So I don't know. Maybe he was in it. I don't think he lied to me, but I don't think he knew the whole story. I
support Romania.
It was so funny. This guy is a Black Hawk pilot, right? And he talks like a Long Island Joe, right? And it was so fun.
This.
Yes.
They had
it's fucking ridiculous around here. You can't even have a beer. When in the Gulf War, we were allowed to have a beer. What the fuck is this? How old are you? I'm 30. Don't you think you should be allowed to have a beer? I'm just saying. This is like this guy was a light colonel. You know, I mean, he's talking like, I swear to God.
A little bit of beer and maybe a bit of a nosh.
Come on. You used to be able to fuck the officers. I could do it when I was there. I don't care. I was lieutenant. I was banging everybody. It was literally.
Now they've got us working for peanuts. I mean, come on. The way that they're treating us. Yeah. I mean, it's inhuman.
You know, I've been retired for 7 years and Bush made me come back. This guy was a fucking character.
It's like Colonel Andrew Dice Clay.
He's a Joe.
We're entitled to a little wartime pussy, please.
You know how he got acquainted with this guy? I don't know why he was eating the listen table. They don't really have any listen tables, but they do and they don't. You know what I mean? And there was two like fucking, I don't know, guys that were going like Larry, talking like Larry the Cable guys, and he looks at me and goes, I'm just sick of these fucking hillbillies. Come sit over here. Where you from? New Jersey. I'm from New York, and we connected. All right, we're gonna take we'll take calls real quick. I can't see her name because I'm blind.
Brianne.
Brianne, how you doing? How can I help you, Brianne?
Are you mobile? You're mobile.
Yeah, okay. I talked to her. I said, go through browser.
Oh, did she listen?
No.
See?
I don't know. From what I understand, it's more fucked up now. It's not even their fault. Lana, go. Liana.
Hello, woman. Pay attention. Come on.
Can we talk about the trumpet guy in New York?
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he kind of sounded like...
with Bob Dylan! You're nothing!
That's what he sounded like. That's what he sounded like, that guy.
Yeah.
I love that.
You like that talk?
It's such a fucking classic thing.
It's such a turn on, too. You know, an old
That's
whiny
my
Jewish
dream.
man. To marry an old whiny Jewish man? A midget?
Like,
No, to do an
pass on the
impression of
street
one.
and have him yell at me.
Oh.
Well, was he a light colonel or a fucking major? I couldn't remember. Like, well, he used to fly Black Hawk helicopters.
That guy in that video was
high.
like,
His pants were so high.
he was like 4'10". Like that guy was.
yeah, his pants
I don't
are
know
high
if
because
it
they
was
don't
the
make
camera.
them that small for men. It's either that or wear children's clothes. Poor guy.
I wasn't sure if it was a woman or a man.
It was
and
a
you know
man.
he did it again.
Don't you know that
there's
Jewish men
multiple
from New York are
instances?
very feminine? Don't you know that Jewish men from New York tend to be very feminine? Even
No,
straight ones.
I've never been.
Oh, I could see that. You gotta get
No.
around. Get around. You should go to the States and be around all the degenerates I grew up with.
No, she's
Can
Aussie.
we start a GoFundMe or?
No. We'll give you a damn self.
Okay.
Guess where I'm
Bye.
going? Guess where I'm going? Guess where I'm going? Goodbye. I'm going to London next week. I think. No, not next week, but maybe next month.
Yeah.
If I can afford it now and Boris won't kick me out.
Visit, I'm out.
Who's up next, Matt?
I would
Run Deckard Run.
Deckard. Run Deckard Run.
Run Deckard Run.
I'd love to hear your opinion as a veteran on the most recent ABBA and Preach video about women's fitness in the military. I dropped it in the news story.
Really? That sounds like a show. Oh, yeah, I can't do that after the Emery thing. I can't even make jokes anymore. I fucked that up totally. Especially I'm a fat ass now.
Catch you on Flip, boys. Have a good one.
Yeah, Rabba and Preach. They did some women's military fitness. You know what? I got to be honest with you. Now that I'm thinking of it, women, they were just as many guys out of shape than the girls. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not even saying that because of the whole Emery thing. It's kind of true. You know, there were guys that were fucking took care of themselves like they should have, and there were girls that took care of themselves like they should have. But at no time was, by a male standard, their tests fucking difficult. In fact, if I had to criticize anything, I think it was a little too easy. What, 3 push-ups for basic training? I mean, come here, really?
Oh, wow.
You know, something like that at the time. I don't know. They have a different test now. It's a pain in the ass, or it's. I don't know. I hear it's a pain in the ass. I hear it's easier. I don't know what to think.
Mr. Ural.
The coping and seething on Twitter about this whole Roe versus Wade is
Well, it is a big deal,
amazing.
but it is funny to watch at the same time. It is a big deal. This is a historic moment for the United States. It's a big fucking
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But watch how the whole Ukraine thing gets completely dropped.
Fuck Zelensky. We can't kill babies. Fuck Zelensky. We don't need him around.
Yeah, they started switching the profile pictures from like "I stand with Ukraine" to like you know, abortion is a human right.
I stand for women, even though I can't define them.
You know what? I agree. I agree. No, I agree. Abortion is a human right, and that's why I don't believe in human rights. Right fucking there. Right there. You know what else they say? Porn is a human right, and that's why I don't believe in human rights, you motherfuckers.
You know, like 3 for they said. I think it was 3 push-ups to get through basic because they had an altered fucking thing, Vega, for the girls. I think it was 3. So they all did it. They all blasted through it. You know. But yeah, there was girls that took care of themselves. There was guys that took care of themselves. There was guys that were fat asses. Like where Vega was, you couldn't afford to be a fat ass because it's like they're training all day. But where I was, where it's more like an office job, you know, it was, you know, they're you know, I push the boundary. You know, the German beer is good, and it's tough to resist.
So was PT just not that? It didn't burn.
Not like for Vega, no. I mean, if you were the closer you are, it's just the rule is the closer you are to the infantry, the harder it is. Now, what might happen? Like I got really lucky. I got this. He was a ex infantry, and he went into intelligence, and he was a hoo fitness nut. And not only that, like he never had to get in our ass because it was just a fucking blast. Every fucking run, every exercise was just new, and he never even yelled at us. And I fucking I have never been more fit. So that was when I first got there, right? This is a funny story. I passed. I was 28, 27 when I got here. Okay, so I actually passed a 17 to 21 year old block. That's the earliest block. So they were pretty impressed. Like that's pretty good. You know, it's not amazing, but you know, most guys that come in at your age tend to do their own age or maybe one group down. I go 2 groups down. I below the mid-20s. After that, I discovered Hefeweizen, which is a drink here in Germany. Yep. So I went 1 fucking pound overweight or some shit like that. So they put me in Fat Boy TV. the best PT ever, right? At first you're a little embarrassed, but it was just like amazing. Every run was amazing. Every fucking thing was amazing. And I'm fucking losing weight and I'm fucking doing 80 push-ups and they're like, okay, go back to your unit. I'm like, no, I want to stay in Fat Boy PT. And they're like, no. But like, I'm in shape. Like, no, go back. And then, you know, I had to like go out and maintain myself after that, so I wasn't overweight or fucking blow up.
So like Fat Boy PT is like their like
Fat Boy PT for us. I mean, we're like I said, I'm in headquarters, so Fat Boy PT was like pretty intense, but it never felt that way because we had and then he ended up leaving because that's another thing about the Army. You don't stay with anybody too long. They're always like there's always moving parts, you know. But yeah, Fat Boy PT was like the best Fat Boy PT ever.
You know what the issue with that beer is? The German purity law. It's just so damn fucking good because of that old purity law.
Yes and no. The German purity, Eisgebrot. How do I... babe, you there? How do I say the German purity law? Eisgebrot. Eisgebrot. Okay, all right. Here's the problem with it. When Bismarck wanted to get Munich in Austria into what would then become Germany, they had Pilsners, okay? Up north in Hamburg, they had darker beers. One of the ways they got them in is you have to adopt the Bavarian beer laws, right? Which put Hamburg like right out of business, and that's what it was designed to do. So you had all these great dark and experimental beers, and the Pilsners in Germany are great, and they are because they follow Eisgebrau. No. What? Reinheitsgebot. That's it. Reinheitsgebot. Well, then say it right the first time. I'm sorry. Jesus. You said Eisgebrau. Eisgebrau. That's the bar down the street. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So what happened was basically it was Munich trying to power out their competition up north by going with Bismarck, because like I guess northern Germany, Hamburg area had already signed up, right? But Munich was like, well, we'll sign up. Bavaria were like, we'll sign up, but you got to basically adopt our beer laws nationwide, which put all these great breweries out of business. I'm not a huge fan of it.
A shrewd German economic.
It was. He cut out the competition. You know, cut out the comp. That's why like you look like the breweries up north, like Beck's, right? They're not as old. They're only like 200 years old. Whereas you go down south, like they've been around for like since the Middle Ages. You know. They cut everybody. They've ruined people's lives. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Did this guy say anything? I can't remember. I want to go.
Yeah, he asked a question about abortion.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying. I enjoy when anybody clutches pearls and is breathless. You know, I enjoy watching myself get that way sometimes. If I watch an old episode, I just enjoy it. I enjoy spurgery.
I remember the just. It's amazing how the pendulum comes back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think it's that amazing. The court overturns itself all the time. I don't particularly find this particularly amazing, or from a legal point of view, from a cultural point of view, it's huge. But from a legal point of view, I don't find this very amazing at all. Like, because I have some idea how the system works.
Yeah.
I have some idea.
Watching these people who were kind of going full pelt with the vaccine mandates and. It's my body. You want his day? Not 2 months ago. Women's rights. What's a woman? I like that part for sure. That's why I'm kind of like.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. What do you mean? Who are you to say you're a woman?
Stop circumcising my cock.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
That's too
am I going to say in this?
Yeah, whenever liberals get theirs, it's always funny to me.
Well, I guess
whenever politicians in general, like if a fucking right-winger comes on here and makes a fucking jackass himself, I'll point that out too. But, they're just especially because they're apoplectic about everything, All right, get out of here, dude. Bye. Let's go to the after. I want to do an after show.
Okay.
I had fun today. This show is for me. Tommy, do I like it? Yes, I do.
I mean, in fairness, it did better than the Andy Dick show. So
yeah, okay, you're fired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I want to do a fucking after show, unless my wife wants to put out or something. That would be nice. All right. Let's call it a day. Thank you, everybody. This is our new gimmick show. We'll be doing it every so often, or if with like extreme requests. And I had a good time, and I know me and AC like talking about this kind of stuff. I like talking about media. And let's see if we get claimed or thrown off fucking YouTube.
Yeah,
you know? Thank you, AC.
Thanks.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks.
See you Tuesday. Dave and Jeff Sunday. It's coming.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah.
Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of
Oh, if somebody has Overwatch 2, send me the beta code and I'll be your friend. Beta code equals friendship.
I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Hey, mom, motherfucker. What?